All right, if you just joined us, it's still Journalist Hangout. Femi Adefila is still right here. Majid Jami is also with us. We also have BKO joining us via Zoom. So straight to our next conversation. As political realignments continue to shape conversations ahead of future elections, fiscal control and access to resources have become a major selling point. That argument took center stage during the book presentation of the governor of Adamawa State, Fintiri, in Yola. At the event, the governor of Nasarawa State, Abdullahi Sule, praised the fiscal posture of the Tinubu administration. Governor Sule said no administration in Nigeria's history has empowered states and local governments with access to funds the way President Bola Tinubu has done. The governor also used the opportunity to court Governor Fintiri to join the ruling All Progressives Congress APC. He noted that the governor is a progressive at heart and has the APC in his DNA. Now let's share the story of the book presentation with you, where our own BKO served as the book reviewer.
It was a gathering that cut across politics, business, faith, and the media. Politicians from different parties, captains of industries, clergymen, and media executives were all present at the launch of Fintiri, The Man They Could Not Stop, written by Solomon Kugama. The book tells the story of Adamawa State Governor Ahmadu Umaru Fintiri, his political journey, the challenges he faced, and his resilience in the face of opposition. It also documents achievements of his administration in infrastructure, education, security, healthcare, agriculture, and other key sectors. Chairman of the occasion and Governor of Nasarawa State, Abdullahi Sule, praised Governor Fintiri's role in strengthening democratic governance and pointed to visible development across Adamawa State. Governor Sule also used the opportunity to commend President Bola Tinubu's administration, saying state and local government now enjoy unprecedented access to funds, a move he says has accelerated development nationwide.
We are the current governors and local government chairmen can attest carefully that we have seen tremendous amount of improved revenues as a result of renewed hope economic reforms. We must say that a big thank you to Mr. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu GCFR for the wonderful reform that he has done and has put more money in our hands.
In a light but pointed moment, Governor Sule urged Governor Fintiri to consider joining the All Progressives Congress, saying it would better align him with the renewed hope agenda of the Tinubu administration.
I think, Your Excellency, the Governor, you have seen us going to Delta, going to Rivers, going to Enugu Plateau, Taraba, just 2 days ago. And I'm sure you have seen us going to Kano. And who knows, this may be an expedition that I'm coming to do, another big catch.
Former President of the Senate, Bukola Saraki, described Governor Fintiri as focused and determined, noting that the relationship dates back to Fintiri's days as Speaker. Mr. Saraki said the book would inspire younger generations and called for it to be made available to students across Adamawa State. He also encouraged Governor Fintiri to maximize the remaining 16 months of his tenure with more people-oriented projects.
And let me use this opportunity to remind you, Governor, you still have another 16 good months to continue to deliver more evidence of democracy and serve your people until the last day of this your tenure.
The book review featured reflections from Bishop Matthew Kuka, while the Director of News, TVC Communications, Babajide Kolade Otitoju, offered a media perspective on the publication.
The governor is able to pull together and engage in the transformation of the lives of the citizens of Adamawa State. In the lives of the people of Adamawa, it is a case of the fulfillment of what we find in Isaiah chapter 9, verse 10, namely, the people that walked in darkness have seen a wonderful light.
On that day, we were on Journalist Hangout. It was live. We decided to go straight to Adamawa State. And we made it clear to Nigerians that this was an attempt to steal someone's mandate. I'm not ashamed to say that on that day, we stood by the people. And it went on. All of the analysis, we pointed in the direction of the truth. I have already made it clear that I will be biased on the side of the truth at every opportunity. I'm happy that Governor Fintiri is here today. He was vindicated. Nobody was able to take away his mandate. It is because we stood by him. So when you are talking about this book, the man they could not stop, we at TVC, we at Journalists Hangout, we contributed to making it impossible to stop him.
All the speakers, including the book unveiler, Salihu Mustafa, the APC National Vice Chairman for the Northeast, also shared their views on Governor Fintiri's leadership.
I'm indeed very grateful and honored and humbled for this great opportunity given to me to unveil this great book.
The story of the attempt to stop me cannot be told in a single book. I'm a man of destiny. In 2023, we saw treachery, we saw assault, we saw moral compromise of a bankrupt elite, marked as patriots. But most importantly, we saw support and resilience of the true Adamawa people and friendship that goes beyond the state.
As the curtains closed, many agreed the book would stand as a valuable reference for governance in Adamawa State and a broader reflection on leadership and democracy in Nigeria.
All right, BK, I'm going to start with you. You were the book reviewer, but there was something that happened. Let's look at the address by Governor Sule. He said that no administration in Nigeria's history has empowered states and local government with access to funds like the Tinubu administration. BK, you are an historian. How true is this claim?
It's true. It's very, very true. In fact, many of the governors of the class of 2007, if you ask them, they will tell you that they were patently unlucky. The kind of funds at the disposal of some of these governors today, they've never had access to such funds. And that was why the governor of Kwara told me during a private chat that he has done in 2 years what he couldn't do in 4 years. He confessed that he's done in 2 years what he didn't do in 4 years. When you go to Ilorin and some of the states, some of the communities in Kwara State, you see a lot of work being done. In fact, states are now able to take on projects that in the past could simply have been left to the federal government. Go to Delta and see the kind of bridges that Governor Oborevori is building. So there is far more funds at their disposal now than at any time since since the Fourth Republic kicked off. So the governor is correct. The governor is very right in terms of the access to funds that they have now. And that was why the president challenged them the other day that, look, I'm the one who gets a lot of stick. I've made more funds available to you people. What you need to do now is to ease the pains on our people so that at least people can enjoy some of the, prosperity that has come with the removal of subsidy, because it has certainly freed more funds for the use of the 3 tiers of government. So the governor of Nasarawa State was correct, but his attempt to now use that to lure Governor Fintiri into the APC was what Bukola Saraki resisted. He brought 2 caps. He brought 2 caps to the event, and he was planning to give one of the Bola Tinubu caps to the governor of Adamawa. And Bukola Saraki then said, you will certainly go back home with those 2 caps because the governor of Adamawa would not take this cap from you. And Bukola talked about the fact that the PDP governors are performing, and that's why the APC is gunning for them. So, and people simply laughed it off. A lot of politicians. One interesting thing that I discovered was that during the launching of the book, the APC members in attendance outperformed the PDP members by more than 2/3 of the money that was raised came from APC members. I guess it was one way by which they were trying to show Governor Fintiri that, look, we love you, we would like to have you in our fold. But by going there to outspend the PDP at the launching of the book, it thoroughly outspent them. So, but it looks likely that the governor may work for the president, but he doesn't necessarily have to quit his party. I don't think everybody has to quit, but you can decide that, oh, I like what this president has done, and support him, but not necessarily to leave the party. At least let some of them remain in the PDP. This is my view.
All right, gentlemen. I need to how do you weigh in on this?
I think
the 2 issues.
Yeah, the 2 issues. I think Governor Sule Abdullahi, right?
Yes.
Doesn't need to tell Nigerians. Nigerians know.
Nigerians know
that after the withdrawal of first subsidy, there's been money, like a rain of money for governors to perform. And we must acknowledge the boldness, the audacity of Mr. President. And I think those who are against that withdrawal of subsidies should have the integrity to apologize now. Because states, I just traversed across 5 states. I was in those states. Roads that were hitherto neglected have been attended to. I was in Ekiti State. I went to Christ School at Ekiti, so I visited my alma mater, and I passed through Ikogusi. The roads has been tarred. I came to Osun State. I live in Osun State. The governor there is doing very well. Dividends of democracy being delivered. I was in Oyo, and I was in Ogun State. These governors have become whiz kids in their state because they have money to perform, and they are doing so well. And we must commend Mr. President for doing that. But it is incumbent on the governors that they should do things that touch the lives of the people. And I want to call on Mr. President that in the case of, there's a case in Osun State, 140 billion naira withheld for local government due to legal quagmire, regardless of who is right and who is wrong. I want Mr. President to rise above political affiliation and be a statesman to ensure that this money is released. Because so that we can bring joy and relief to the timid teachers, the farmers, the peasants. Because honestly speaking, first subsidy is a blessing. Removal is a blessing to Nigerians.
All right, because of our time, just take it home for us, just in maybe 1 minute. Just
a lot of banters there. It also, I mean, I'm happy with the fact that Jide used that forum to tell Nigerians that, I mean, those who will say, journalists hang out here, we are APC supporters. Fintiri is a PDP governor. The election was, quote unquote, rigged in the favor of Binani. The election that Jide was talking about, DK was talking about, in favor of Binani and APC. In fact, she was the first woman elect for about 3 hours.
3 hours. About 2.5 hours.
About 2.5 hours. That wreck, Udu Yunusa Ari, who later ran away. So, and it's very important that BK made that we were fighting for a PDP governor who, quote unquote, was defeated by an APC candidate, a woman for that matter. So people threw in sentiments that, yeah, we want the first woman governor, blah, blah, blah. But then we stood up at that this was wrong. How could you overtake about 140? We did the mathematics and we said it was not possible. And we made it we made that point here. For a PDP governor under an APC regime. So I think people should understand some of these things and know that when we talk here, we are saying the truth, whether it's APC or PDP.
Okay.
So I think that's a valid point. I'm happy BK will list it.
Absolutely. All right.